Welcome back to Greenlands for episode 2 of the No Tractor Challenge. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? So, as you just saw a moment ago, I have been busy, very busy. Harvest is done. I did that off camera. To be perfectly honest with you, the main reason I did that was, well, time. Fair bit of work to do, so I thought I'd just get on with it. So yeah, that's about it really. Just parking this up, the harvester, there we go. Let's get that back in. And I'm just going to show you a couple of bits. Now, there's not really an extreme amount that's been done since the last episode. And what I have done really is, well, this. Now, on this map, which is brilliant, because when you bind the areas, you also can buy, well, you also get basically the construction areas. It covers basically placeables, so you can sell them off. For some reason I couldn't sell this one off, but that's never mind, it's fine. And I was thinking about selling this one off, so then I've got a nice little placeable area there for the productions, but doesn't seem to want to be sold off. But the bunker silo was fine to sell off. Now, I thought, right, let's make this nice and easy, and I've not used one of these yet. This is a fermenting silo, so I thought, why not? Get that put in. This costs 30 grand to place, and I got 60 grand for selling the bunker silo. So basically, yeah, you know, spent the money but got it back, if that makes sense. A little bit over. Plus as well, I sold off the I did initially buy a set of, well, compactor plus the blade, and I've got rid of both of those. So I no longer need it since I've got that. Just stick it in and it makes the silage. Other than that, not really a lot. I did, like I said, the harvest just over here. So that's done. That field now needs to be re-prepped. In terms of the grass in here, it's not quite done yet. So I need to get that finished off, which I'm going to do in a moment. As you can see, for some reason, the Unimog itself, not Unimog, sorry, the this thing, Unitrack, for some reason it's not letting me do any kind of workers on it. So this is complete, obviously manual. Whilst I was able to do worker for some of the harvesting. So, which is good in a way, because they let me get on with this. So, we'll get back to this now, I think. Just get on with it. So, now there's a few things that need to be done. Like, for example, I still need to put down an animal panel. I'm not 100% sure what animals I'm going to go with. I also need to get 2 more arable fields. And then I need to do 3 harvests on each of the fields. So that field that I've already harvested, I've basically got 2 more that I need to do on it, and then the other 2 fields, 3 on each of those fields basically. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, and then obviously get the animals up. To be honest with you, I'm sort of leaning more towards one of my favourite animals to use. Oh, whoopsie. Missed some. I can't miss like that. That is just, you know, the pits. I do like this mower. Old fashioned, just brilliant. And leaves a swath as well, so can't really complain. And the horsepower requirement on it is really low, should I say. So that allows me to go for something else which I'm planning on doing in the future, but I'm just waiting for the right mods to appear. And that is I'm not going to say too much, but there's something that I'm looking forward to doing. Most of the mods are here. Most of the mods to do it. There's only a few that I need, and really the right map for it as well. Soon enough, I'm planning on going back to Calmston soon enough, and that's going to take a while before that happens, because I'm waiting on the new update. Because if you follow my channel, you will probably remember that I did start a Let's Play on Calmston Farms. I did 1 episode and then I left it. Why? 1, work, yes, and then 2, because there was an update which was put in by Oxygen David at the time. And when that update came, it didn't necessarily need a new save game, but it was recommended for it. So I thought, you know what, I'll restart, I'll come back to it later. Then I found out that Oxy was in the process of getting another update ready, and that was one that would definitely require another new save game. So I thought, no, I'm just going to wait for what I'm planning until that's here. Now that might be end of April, I don't know. It'll be done when it's ready. You know, it'll be here when it's ready, and I'm looking forward to it, because he's adding a brand new fruit type to it. So, you know, and I'm not, you know, not going to pressurise him. So, you know, respect it to the modders, and he's probably one of the best modders that are inside FS community, full stop. So, it will come when it comes. So, other than that, I've got a bit of a plan for this episode. I will see how it goes on. Now, once I've finished this bit here, I am going to then quickly collect this grass. This grass is going to go in the fermenter. All the grass that's on here will go in the fermenter to get silage. From there, I will also then collect the straw, which is on the field over there, because that was oats, which I harvested. So we're going to keep that straw for whatever we're going to use it for. And if I decide later on down the line that I don't need it, I'll sell it. Simple. But, you know, so it's all good. It's all gravy. So, how are we all doing anyway? So, are you enjoying the challenge so far? Yes, I know this is episode 2 for me. And my good buddy, Mr. P, he's really rocketing ahead with the episodes. So I think he's on episode 4 now. The last one was 4, which dropped yesterday, or was it the day before? Something like that. And I tell you what, doing a really good job. He's got Unimog, so he's gone down a very similar path to me. We didn't there was no collusion or anything like that. I didn't tell him what I was going to use, and he didn't tell me what he was going to use. So it's quite interesting that he pretty much went down the same route as me. So, you know, I'm not going to moan at that one. That's actually quite funny. Proves that we've got similar minds. So I mean, the Unimog itself, I'm actually surprised how well it's done. So I've never really used it. This one is brilliant. This Unitrack is brilliant. I mean, I'm surprised that it's doing the job that it's doing. 170 brake horsepower for this one. I mean, there is the Giants one, and this is technically the Giants one, but yeah, it has been modded by Stevie, the modder, and the Giants one had 125 horsepower, whilst this one has been up to 170, plus the capacity of the back and also the capacity of the well, the other kit as well has all been, well, extended. So we'll see how well that goes. I mean, not used it yet, so the other bits not since the update. So but yeah, so there's so many other mods out there that you can use. I mean, the front lifter, you can attach that to most things. I did try one, this ages back, did try putting the front lifter on the back of a Kramer, the front loader. That didn't go so well. Not sure why, it just literally dropped, that was it, you know. I mean, I've got a front lifter on the back of my truck, my tipper, which is a good tipper. I like that tipper actually. There was with FS19, I used to use a Scania tipper a lot, and that was and there was a Volvo one as well, which looked very much like that one. But this one you can choose the colour scheme. You couldn't choose the colour scheme of those ones, I'm afraid. You just got it as it was. It's not bad. Meanwhile, this one's a man though, so. Still no right-hand drive trucks though. There's some right-hand drive cars about, which is brilliant, which I'm really pleased of, because they're going to go very well on something that I've got planned. But I really am hoping to find at some point, and hoping that a modder is going to come out with a right-hand drive truck. That'd be so brilliant. You know, I am hoping that does come. You know, but however, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do remember Greenbale brought out some right-hand drive trucks for FS19, and I was driving one of them about a fair bit, and that was brilliant. But you know, so yeah, and the other one for FS19, if I remember rightly, was Pepe 978's Fiat, which I absolutely loved that, and I so hope, really hope that that is going to come back. But that's up to Pepe, of course. You know, completely his choice. And what I would have loved to have seen with this game would be with as a standard, the option to, well, have whatever side cab you want, if you know what I mean. But the problem is that would probably be so much to do. Then again, you know, if ETS can do it, they've got the option to have whatever side you want, right or left. So if ETS can do it, I should imagine Giants could do it, or could have done it. That's just me personally. It's just a bit odd, you know, when you're playing on a UK map like this, for example, and then you've got, well, if I do this, look, you know, driving around on the left-hand side, it just feels a bit odd. So it would be nice to have a right-hand drive bit of kit, you know, or the option to make it right-hand drive. You know, for some bits of kit, like the man trucks, for example, or the Tatra. Well, I know Tatra in this one is not base game, but oh, nearly done with this bit actually. I mean, this has taken a fair while. I mean, it's not meant to be doing it, is it? You know what I mean? But been a bit on the slow side to do this mowing, which is why I had to, well, part of the way through it, drop what I was doing and start another job, i.e. the harvesting, which I did do pretty much more or less on camera, if that makes sense, because I did it, as you saw a little bit ago, as a montage. I missed a bit. Thought I'd put it as a montage, so that way you can see it happening, and there's no chickadee pokery. I'm not gone around and added money. You can see where the money's come from, so that's good. Came from the harvest. It's quite a size field actually. It didn't give a major yield, but I don't think it was fertilised, if I'm rightly so. So on this one, I'll make sure it's, when I do it, I always make sure it's fully fertilised. And I usually just, what I usually do is fertilise. If I have to lime, and then fertilise again. I mean, I'm not going to be liming on this one. I've got lime turned off for this series for a very good reason. Lime costs a lot of money, but yeah, and there's a few other things I've got turned off, like stones in the fields. I've turned that off. There's a few bits, so crop destruction I've turned off. Reason why I've turned crop destruction off, and usually I play with crop destruction on, but well, with this vehicle you can't really put no sort of, well, there is no way of having thin tyres to protect you from that, from damaging the crop. So, well, that's off then, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's falls against, you know. So I'll be driving through the fields, I just wouldn't get nowhere. I've been losing half my crop as I'm doing it. So no good. Now that would just be fertilising. So I mean, there is contracts that I can't do, unfortunately, because the PTO for some reason on this, I don't know why, but it's also the same for the front lifter. For some reason the PTO won't let me connect up certain bits of kit, so which is odd, you know. It's a bit annoying, if I might say so, because it very much limits me on what I wish to use. Yeah, I've got another mod that's installed today. As you can see, top right hand corner, it says active contract 0. Yeah, it tells me now what contracts are available, what's being done, how it's going to be going. That's pretty good, you know. It's going to make life easier. It's no good for the other thing I planned, but you know. And my episode 3 of Olympic series will be coming out soon. It's just time to do it. That's the biggest problem. You know, I just haven't had the time. And this week it's been a right pain in the posterior, just because of workflow that I've had going in, so I haven't really had the chance to come online very often to record, to play. In fact, most of the nights last week I got home and I was pretty much straight in bed. I had dinner and then pretty much gone to bed, so which is a pain. But well, it's not just me that's affected, other people have the same sort of problems as well, you know. At least I'm employed, so if you know what I mean, it could be much worse. I mean, I'm grateful that I've got a job, so it keeps a roof over my daughter's heads, food in their stomachs, so it could be much worse. I mean, there is other things that has slowed me down with recording, playing and everything, and yeah, it's things we don't really talk about very often as people, I mean, in general, because they're still worried that they'll get hit by certain stigmas, you know, and prejudice or whatever like that. So they often don't bother talking about certain things, such as, well, I'm just going to go out and say it, depression, anxiety, you know. They may feel that the people don't understand, or whichever, or that they're being a burden on others, so they don't say nothing. And that's quite a common thing. And yeah, I mean, I have for years struggled with certain problems, and yeah, every so often certain things do get on top of you, which is another reason why I've not been able to record too much, as well as obviously, like I said, mainly work, but mentality shocked just due to stress, tiredness, you know, and it really does get you, you know, but nearly there now. Look at that. Well, considering how much I had when I first started, come on. Started the first episode. It's quite a size field. I do have more grass fields, but I mean, once this is all fermented, I'm going to take it down to the biogas plant. Because when I set up the map, should I say, or set up, bought my equipment, I had a little bit of money over, and I did buy the biogas plant with that, which is good. So with this map, you have to go to the biogas plant and buy the biogas plant itself. You can't do it from the map, you have to actually go down and buy it. And I did that with the first part of this, well, before I started recording, and once I put all the kit in, which is another reason why my money went down so low. And now that I've sold off the shed, not shed, bunker silo, put the fermenting silo in, sold off a couple of the silo, got back down the leveler, and got me a little bit of money back. Then obviously the harvest, so, and that harvest didn't really give me too much, like 20 grand I think it was, so 18 something, so which was not brilliant, to be perfectly honest, but it could be worse. Nearly there now. So, we currently have coming up very soon, precision farming. Now, who is looking forward to seeing that? Yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Tell me what you think about precision farming coming to FS22. Do you know what? It feels weird because we've just been playing this without precision farming. Since precision farming came out on FS19, I've played pretty much most of the time with precision farming, so it was something that became the norm for me. So, and to come over to FS22 and not have precision farming, it did feel a bit odd, still does, but at least I know it is now coming, and that ain't far off at all. You know, just a few weeks now, and apparently there's some new kit as well, which is good. It's good. You know, I'm looking forward to using it. That also falls in line with a plan that I've had for a Let's Play, which is just, it's took a back seat for now, just through not being able to record, plus right map or waiting for a map and the map to update. You know, so I don't think it's going to be long off the bat, to be honest with you. So, nearly there now. Look at that. Look at that. Just one little triangle compared to what we had. go. Looks like maybe just one more purse. Let's see. There we go. Right. Now I'm going to get this to the next field, which, let me just check. My next fields are, so we are here. So field 52 just there. Field 70 is actually growing. It is a grass field, but it's growing. But yeah. No, am I get? Can't remember. I don't think I'm going to get it through, am I? So let's go through the hedge. And then what I'm going to do is with the grass from this one, I'm not going to do. I might not bother with doing this one on camera, for very obvious reasons. You just basically 2 episodes worth of me mowing. And this one, I don't know whether to put it in the. Maybe or not. I mean, like I said, I need to think on what I'm going to do for animals. So, and if I do what I think I'm what I'm tempted to do, then yeah, I'll need the grass for it. So, you know what I am thinking about doing is sheep, because I do like working with sheep, and it's not extremely hard to do, to be perfectly frank. So, no, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this weight down. Let's do that. I'll put it here. Right, there's that. Okay, I'm just going to put this here. Go. And let's get the loading wagon. Loading wagon. That thing. Let's connect it up. Brilliant. Right, let's get this show on the road. Looks brilliant. I do love this kit. I mean, I know I've said it before, but I'm so pleased to have this back. Right. Okay. Let's go. Oh, goodness me. It's thundering through. Absolute thundering through. As well, instead of another reason why I went with this as well, because obviously for the loading wagon, you think about, look, instead of me trailing something behind, I've got a self-propelled loading wagon, you know, so I can literally get to the crevices, get to the hard spots, and just collect it all, you know, because it's small enough to do it, and I'm going at quite a speed when you think about it. On how fast I'm collecting. Fast farming, you know. It's got a bit quite bumpy though, by the feel of it. I'm just doing that so I can make sure that I'm getting everything. Oh, I missed a bit. Oh, that's going to do my nut in. Oh, I'm not going to pull the mower through for that one bit, but that is going to do my nut in. Oh. Probably did it. I thought, oh, I'll come back to that. But then, oh, never mind, never mind. Try not to think about it. Try not to think about it. I know it sounds a bit, it probably sounds daft. You know, but I just feel like I'm doing even half a job. You know. There's going to be quite a bit of grass off this, I think. So I mean, what I might do with this field, this specific field, I might, well, it's not exactly level, is it? No, it's not. I was thinking about using it for the productions, but it's not very level. There is a slope there if you look at it carefully enough. So, I don't know. I really need to stick one production in, but what I might do is just find another little spot somewhere nearby for it and just stick something down. So, I don't know what I'm going to do for that. That could be the bees, because in a way that is sort of production. I don't know. Well, it isn't. Because yeah, they're producing the honey, but you don't have to do jack diddly squat with them. You just place them down and off you go. So, and it is in the animal category, I suppose. I don't know. There we go. That's that collected. Let's do that. So, but I am thinking greenhouses, and I have got a decent greenhouse mod as well, which I have added, so I may just indulge with that. I could put the greenhouses there, actually, looking at it. That's quite... What's that? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's pretty flat. So I could put the greenhouses there. Because the grass hasn't grown there yet. Whatever production I'm going to do. In fact, that's what I might just do. Don't think I'm going to worry about it in this episode. I mean, the next episode will probably be a time-lapse episode, to be perfectly honest with you. For pretty obvious reasons. Let's go find that. Let's just see if that's on. Okay. To do that. Okay. Right. Yeah, so for very obvious reasons, really. So yeah. Let me just close that. And then this, and then we'll go around again. But yeah, I mean, the problem is when I'm recording, for something like this, it can be difficult in terms of how you record it, how much you put in, because you don't want to bore your audience doing the exact same thing over and over, which is, you know, but you don't want to, if you're doing a challenge, you don't want to miss certain bits just to show what you've done, if that makes sense. Just say, right, this is what I've done, this is how far I've come, you know, and just so you know, it's legit. You can see it's legit. So, yeah, missed another bit there, look. Oh, that's doing my nutting. So I could go for that field, actually, when I got the money up for it. Swing round, swing low, reverse up and get those bits. There we are. So yeah, I think we're going to be coming to the end of this episode soon, because yeah, I don't want it to be too long for you all. But yeah, so I mean, this, yeah, like I said, this series will be a in between narrations, so we'll have a little chat here and there like this one, and time lapses. But there's only so much I can put into one video, and the way I do it on this way with narration, only so much. I kind of prefer doing it this way, because then I'm talking to you, you're potentially conversing back in the comments, you know, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I'm doing something like this, I mean, I'll try to do as much on camera as possible. It's not so easy when you want to just crack on. Not bore everybody with same old, like I said. So, right, well, I think for this episode, I think we're going to bring it to a close. So I hope you've all enjoyed this little update on the challenge. Just say no, I am still cracking on. I've not disappeared. I am still here, and I am cracking on with this challenge as much as I can. And I'm hoping to get more out very soon. It's been difficult this last week. This week coming, it'll be relatively difficult as well, for the very same reason as last. So I'll try and get videos out as soon as I can, but it will calm down next week onwards. So, you know, all is honey, all is good. So yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, so from me to you, God bless you. All of you, do please stay safe. There's a lot of bad stuff going on at the moment in this world. I really don't understand why we can't just, you know, all just shake blinking hands and, you know, stop all the troubles. That'd be so nice, you know. But, you know, and other things, of course. Right, there we go, there's that. So yeah, so from me to you, I will see you later. God bless you, stay safe, take care out there, and just chill, be happy, and just respect each other. That's the most important thing. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free, please do. Every subscription is so greatly appreciated, and I love and respect each and every one of you. Take care, God bless.